Wesley Snipes. Before that, the Batmans were different. Supermans were different. No one was like consistently the same character for like 3 movies.
It probably was like the X-Men was like one of the first big...
Blade predates X-Men.
I know, but like... who talks about Blade anymore?
I talk about Blade in this podcast.
Huh.
This podcast about D&D.
I thought this was a dinosaur podcast.
I love
You are in
dinosaurs.
the wrong podcast.
What's your favourite dinosaur?
Oh, that's a good question. There's so many good ones.
You have to think about it. You don't have one.
My favourite dinosaur is Segway Rex.
Ah, nice.
You see, I was actually going to go with a segue from a book, but then when the conversation moved on to movies
Stegosaurus
and
Rex.
Stegosaurus Rexes. So my original segue before it got off topic was, speaking of books, this week, as we go into a little bit of fun with D&D Fantasy Alcohol, we're actually going to be using a book created by a local homebrew D&D creator.
Homebrew Hero.
Homebrew Hero.
Nice.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
The creator is Small Red Robin 13, and you can find this particular book, which is called The Humours of Whiskey, on itch.io or DriveThruRPG. Just search on those sites. Really easy to find. It's only a couple bucks. It's worthwhile. We're going to be using some rules from this book around intoxication, which I'll share with everyone just before we launch in. And some fun stuff that I'm going to keep hidden from you guys, but they are some fun fantasy drinks that have very special side effects as well. And I've picked a selection of them. This by no means is it the complete selection that's in the books. There is so much cool stuff in there. So I recommend you check them out. We're going to give them a shout out on Twitter, and you can find in the description of the podcast where you can get these books as well.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. We are legally
Unlike
obliged to tell you.
Unlike what our characters are
are
going to
about
be
to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, are you about to roofie us in-game?
Okay. So we're going to be using some of the intoxication rules from the Humours of Whiskey. This should be a little bit of fun for our session tonight. And I'm going to read them out to you. So this is the first time the players are hearing these rules, by the way. So this should be fun.
They sound delicious already.
These rules rely on there being 6 levels of drink strength, ranging from watered down to deadly. Depending on the strength of the drink, it has different effects. You can withstand only so many levels of intoxication, determined by your constitution modifier +5. So keep that number written down somewhere. Once you hit that threshold, you must make a DC 15 plus the intoxication level of the last drink you had, or you become poisoned. For every intoxication you gain after that, it'll be a DC 14 plus the levels of intoxication you have once you hit that threshold, or you become unconscious for 1d6 times 10 minutes. Once you become unconscious and you reawaken, you are hungover, giving you disadvantage on all saves until you take a long rest.
Are you still poisoned as well?
I'm going to say the disadvantage on all saves is probably the same as poison, so I'm going to say this replaces the poison. So, the only thing you guys need to know, though, is your constitution modifier +5. Keep track of the intoxication levels I give you, and I'll do the rest.
Beverages!
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I believe the 3 of you, Carnelian was playing and singing for everyone, but the rest of you approach a purple chap, a tiefling, who, as soon as you approach, he gives you a wide smile, and it seems to recognize you, and he says, "I can't think of a better way to start my Icewind Dale extravagant cocktail making experience by having a bunch of heroes here. You guys really lifted up the mood. I am Chiron. Welcome." And he just sort of spreads his arm wide, and you can see all these bottles with different colours and like little things in them as well. Like you look closely and you're like, is that a crystal? What the heck is that? There's concoctions everywhere.
Chiron, I for one am very excited about this.
You should be, sir. You absolutely should be.
We adventure like heroes. You better believe we drink like heroes.
Well, put it this way. You're definitely my hero. No one was ordering anything until you guys got in. I don't know exactly what you guys did.
Killed a Verbig.
Fantastic. But, more importantly, it's gotten everyone in the party mood. So, I've been told by, I think, your friends who run this town? I don't know. Anyway, they told me that the town is going to put on a tab for you as part of the bartering agreement we've got before I head out of town tomorrow morning. So, each of you got 10 gold pieces on that tab. And I'll just work it out from here, depending on what I've got. And he just sort of like, I've got a few samples here. Look, this is not my full thing from my normal tavern, but I just sort of pack a little bit light, trying to see if I go and experiment and do a couple of other on-the-fly improvements. But I've got a small menu here for you. But maybe you guys don't want to really read a menu. Maybe you want to see how you feel, right?
Chiron, I want you to take me home.
Take you home?
I want you to take me back to the tropical shores of my lake in Dulusk.
Tropical.
What do you got for me?
Oh, tropical. I've got something that I call an ocean breeze. Is that tropical enough? Maybe someone who likes to be on the sea, salty sea. He pops open a cork and you sort of get this waft of faintly sea salty smell.
I'm immediately reminded of Roger. Jeffrey.
I don't know who this Roger is, but...
So many men.
Okay. So there's Roger. That. I've got something with a bit of a cherry kick, if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, it's okay. Let's try maybe this. Okay, this is what I call ocean breeze. Are you interested?
Oh, very much so. Put it on my tab.
Put it on your tab. Of course, sir.
I'll have you know, as a practicing physician, I have knowledge of drugs and altering concoctions, so I'm very curious to see if I can understand what is going on myself while it happens.
Well, I can't argue with that, that's for sure. Here, take this. And he really quickly pours together a few different things, and you have this sort of very washy blue, and it's all foaming along the top as if it's like sort of that white water you get from waves, and it's just constantly ringing the edges of the glass. And he sets it down. As I said, it smells faintly salty.
Thank you, good sir. And I'll pick it up and inspect it, give it a little swirl. Close my eyes, a single tear comes out of one, and then I drink it in one go.
Drink it down. That's what I like to see. All right, so the first thing you need to know...
This is for you, Jeffrey.
Or is it Roger?
Pretend I never said that.
So the first thing I want you to do is take one level of intoxication. The other thing...
He's worth it.
The other thing
Jeffrey
is...
or Roger?
Take your pick.
This drink. The other thing as well is that you feel as you drink this drink, this sort of airy feeling of the sea breeze washing around you.
I feel a little foamy.
You feel almost like you're almost lifting into the air on the breeze, as if you're almost as if you're floating.
Ooh.
At will, you can cast the spell Gust.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling a bit blowy. Hoist the sails.
I think that is already a satisfied customer. How about you, good sir? And he looks over at Wodun. Verbig Slayer? Does that sound like a good name?
Sounds like a great name.
Great name.
I like it
Verbig
hot and spicy.
Slayer. Hot and spicy. It's like hot and spicy, you say. Okay. Well, there's a bit of a chocolatey spice, so maybe that's not quite what you're after. How about something that's a little bit of a little... I don't have all of my big spice kickers right now, but I do have something maybe that you'll like. It's a bit of a strong drink. Stain your lips red. That's why we call it the Kiss Kiss. You understand?
Hit me with it.
Ooh, a bit of the Kiss Kiss. All right.
Hit it with that kiss.
Hit me with a kiss.
He starts, mixing again a bunch of things, and you end up with this sort of deep red, like pooling liquid that's sort of swirling a little bit at the top. For you, Kiss Kiss.
Well, buy me dinner first, and I'll take 2 big gulps of it.
All right. So the first thing that happens is your lips are indeed stained red after imbibing that drink. I would like you already to take 4 levels of intoxication.
Oh my goodness.
Did we get an intoxication level on the sea thing?
Yeah, 1.
Okay.
And I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on, mate.
Because you didn't have already 3 levels of intoxication, you don't have to roll this with disadvantage.
What is it? A wisdom?
A wisdom saving throw.
That's a natural 20.
Shoot.
Okay. Alright. So, you feel like as the drink goes down and you're drinking more and more of it, it's sort of like working its way through your body and you feel like, a little bit strange, like you're a little bit hunchy as this sort of thing kicks around. And you feel like something would have happened, but you did make your save. And you see Kyra looks at you and goes, oh, looks like you can hold your drink, alright?
You're going to have to do better than that, Kyron. I went to Luskin University.
Ooh, Luskin. Alright. Well, let me see what the lady's after this evening. What do you feel like? What was your name? I didn't catch it, sorry.
Sveta.
Sveta, that is a beautiful name, Sveta.
It's local.
Oh?
Probably.
Yeah, I can't say that I've heard it anywhere on the other side of the spine of the world. Must be local to here.
Sure. I would like something strong and sweet if you've got anything.
Ooh, strong and sweet. Sweet. Okay. I've got a couple of sweet ones. I've got a sort of chocolatey one, but that's not that strong, though. Bit of clovery. Yes.
Well, if you don't have anything strong and sweet, I'll take something oaky and smoky.
Oaky and smoky.
Okie dokie?
How about this? You seem to be, if I'm one to judge, someone that's at home in the wilds, yes?
Yes.
Maybe this drink will be good for you. It's popular among rangers that I've served before. Particularly those that are in tune with nature. I call it Elk's Own.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, alright. And he starts mixing another drink. The drink that comes out seems to have a green and brown sort of swirl to it. Almost like you're looking at like maybe a terrarium in a way, in a glass. It has almost like it has little growths and tufts of grass running through it. But you can see it's liquid still.
I will down the entire thing.
Down the entire thing. Alright, first thing you're going to need to do is take 2 levels of intoxication.
Okay, Christ. Yep.
It comes up pretty quickly, doesn't it? Okay. After you drink this drink,
I'm dead.
you feel something inside of you, in the sense that you could really use a companion right about now.
Oh.
You could really use a friend, a animal companion of some description, and you feel like you really want to talk to an elk
Oh my
of
god.
some description.
I got to go.
I'm gonna let that stew for a bit. There's a bit more to that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let that stew for a little bit longer. But have the overwhelming feeling you're already a druid, but you really need to talk to an elk. They got it down, man. They understand.
They really do.
They do.
They understand me more than anyone else.
Who understands you more than anyone else, Sveta?
Elk?
Elk.
Wow. Bit of a lightweight there, Sveta.
No? I don't know what you're talking about.
We didn't have elks where I came from. Or maybe we did, I'm just not aware of the region.
Beach elk?
Lake elk. Lake a little smaller, but they're very good in the water.
Lelks.
Elks.
Gotta watch out for those lelky.
Is there a mirror in this meat hole?
There is not.
Okay, damn it. Wodun or Horacio, do you have a mirror by any chance?
I actually think that I do.
What a surprise.
Oh, no I don't.
No.
My bad.
I have an empty potion bottle, probably. Would you like to look at your reflection?
No.
You might be upside down.
Oh, no, it's okay, thank you.
Carnelian, you've got a strong following on the dance floor, but you can see your friends over there talking to this tiefling and ordering drinks that look very colourful and strange. Do you want to keep doing what you're doing?
Carnelian will finish his song first
Okay.
to receive his applause, but he'll leave his hat on the barrel just in case.
Right.
He's not gonna pressure anybody.
I'm going to say you're still singing at the moment, so Chiron leans into the rest of you and goes, Hey, that little guy's your friend, right?
He's so small, but he is a friend.
His friend? I think he's one of the other guys that has a tab, yeah? He's one of your friends?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, how about you guys just get him a drink? Take it up to him. You choose. What do you think he's in the mood for?
Oh.
He does love the colour green. Telling you that.
The colour green, you say?
Yes.
He's mentioned it on many occasions.
I'm sure of it.
You also like stabbing people.
Oh,
Okay.
so stabby.
Not sure about the stabbing people, but if we're talking green, I have the perfect thing for him.
Is it the green stabber?
I call it the Clover Club. Let me make it for you, yeah?
Okay.
All right. And he starts whipping up some different bottles, shaking it around, pouring it, putting it in with ice, and it's just like, letting it settle. You see him expect it, pull out another drink, drop. Then you see him pull out 4-leaf clover, drop, and it sinks to the bottom. And this concoction that he's given you is this unnatural green color, deep and thick. And this 4-leaf clover that was sitting on the top just sinks into it.
Does he actually say, drop?
Yep. It's like, oh, huh? Hey, drop. Oh, perfect, yeah? All right. Someone go up and give it to him. I think he'll like it.
Hey, Carnelian! We got a drink for you!
Come and have a sip.
Carnelian will like kind of like look over like as he's singing. It's like, how can I?
How can I extricate myself from this?
How can I refuse?
Oh, I wish I had a mage hand.
All right. So I'm guessing someone takes over Carnelian. Who's taking over the drink, Carnelian?
If nobody's gonna take it over, he's gonna cast a spell to make it look like he's just like there's like what's Kobold still dancing on the barrel while he like scampers down to like.
Do you have like you said you've got like minor illusion or something like that, and then also like illusion? Do you have a major illusion? You've used that to.
So he has
Silent
minor
image,
illusion and silent image.
I'm going to let you use a combination because it's fun just to have a little Carnelian dance there. Don't take that as you can use that in combat. This is just fun for now.
Yeah.
But I'll let you use those two spells in conjunction to keep singing. And you slip down while everyone, you can see they're all still cheering at you. And you approach the bar where you've got this green cocktail put in front of you.
Oh, green! It's my favorite color.
See, I told you.
And you drink it?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing that happens is you get 2 levels of intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, you feel like if you had to make any kind of saving throw, probably get a +1 to that saving throw.
Ooh, lucky.
That will include your intoxication checks. So it's not a bad one to
Very
have.
fancy.
There's only 1 point of intoxication.
That's 2.
Ooh.
All right. And so, like, as you guys have come up, and now that you guys are all at the bar, you can see you're starting to get a bit of a crowd. People that were previously just drinking mead and like, hey, this guy's got cool drinks. We want to be like the cool heroes. Let's drink what they're drinking. And then it's like there seems to be a bit of a rush on the bar, and Chiron's like, oh, all right, one at a time. There's only one here. Okay, I'm just one guy. Come on. Woo! Okay, what do you want? All right. And you start serving a bunch of other people. Like, hey, guys, just come back when you're ready. I've got your tab here. Don't worry about it.
Carnelian is going to like. How big is the like?
For you, it's pretty large. You're probably
It's like a
cupping it in
pint
2
glass.
hands.
He's just like two-handed.
And then you've also have a couple of people that like sort of approach you as you're taking your drinks, and they like give you a bit of a hug, and they're cheering. They want to toast to you. But eventually your drinks run a little bit dry. Do you just want to go back?
Yes.
Time for
It's
another.
still free.
Still free.
Unlike that Dan hook, line, and sink.
Hey, the
Right.
first drink for that was free.
And that was the
True.
only drink Carnelian had.
One more.
One more? Well, okay. We guys
Another
try.
one.
Another one.
Whoa. Okay, all right. He's serving a couple of people. Okay, one at a time. Let's do this one at a time. All right. Svieta, was it?
Yeah.
First? You want something else? You want something? What are you feeling? Come on. Tell
Yeah.
me.
If I do something, you still serve me the same drink, right?
When you say do something, do you mean
I'm
like,
gonna turn into a bear. Is that okay? they have big livers. I can handle my alcohol.
Is it illegal to serve bears in Icewind Dale? Can you tell me that? Because I'm pretty sure it's illegal somewhere.
As a champion of Goodmead, yes, it's not illegal.
And then you just hear like people behind you, yeah, the champion of Goodmead! They can turn into a bear if they wanna! They can turn into a bear? What? And then
A poof bear.
suddenly there's a bear, and like Chiron leans back in the bar and is like, you know what? I've learned something in my many years of travel. Don't argue with a bear. What would you... You know what?
Bear.
I can't understand them. What do you think they want? So he's going to point to the rest of you.
Oh, I should
You
have
guys
ordered
get
first.
to... Nope. You guys get to choose. What
Last-
do you think she wants?
The last thing she said was poof bear, and then his
Not something like minty, fresh, kind of
Minty,
like
fresh. How about...
I'm gonna like chill the breath.
Yeah. I know.
She is a
I
bear
get it.
now.
I get it. You know what? I have something that, and you look, hey, she bought this on herself. She did say that she can handle a bit of alcohol right now. So, maybe we should give her an avalanche. Yeah?
bears love avalanches.
Yes. I've
Avalanche.
heard that exact thing.
Avalanche does sound like a brand of chunk.
Eat avalanche gum. So we all agreed? Okay, and he looks at Svieta. Yes, nod yes. Can you understand me? I really hope so.
And just open up my mouth.
Okay, give me a sec. And he just like grabs a couple of ingredients, and you can see he's shaking it up, and it's like overflowing this sort of like white foam that turns solid as it like drops. Oh, nope, lost that one. All right, nope, it's okay. I got this. Oh, don't worry. And he has this thick white drink poured into a container, and it's like in a container that is one of the ones you would use as a travel mug. So it's like keeping the cold in. It's like, okay, yep, it's cold. Okay, you ready? And he just tips it all into your mouth. You gain from this 3 levels of intoxication.
Oh my god, alright.
Yep. Now, I didn't really think about how this worked. I don't think that turning into a bear reset your original levels. I think it's just giving you a new threshold, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, good. We're on the same page.
Do I still feel like elk?
You do.
I might do a bit of
You
hunting
feel like
after
you
this.
want some... You're just like, you know what? Elks understand me.
She said while eating.
Well, we'll get back to that. I'm just going to hold that back for now. Just keep it in your mind. But this one, as you drink it, you feel like this rush of cold just almost like filling your body and just from your throat slowly, and then it just rushes down to your belly. And it's just like icy cold, but it's not painful. The rest of you, while looking at where this happens, what type of bear are you, by the way?
Brown bear.
Brown bear. So this thick brown fur starts being coated white. And you like look closely, and it's like, it's snow that's now coating her. So, mechanically, you get +2 to your AC.
Nice.
Whoa.
Additionally, you have another special ability to use that snow. I don't know if I should tell you whether or not it's exactly what you can do with it. But let's just say if you feel the need to, I don't know, utilize the snow in an offensive capacity, you'd have some options.
What was my first special thing
You get
besides an
+2
affinity?
AC.
Oh no, for the elk one, besides an affinity for elk.
There's another thing for that, but I just want you to stew in that for a bit.
Bear stew?
Best stew.
Okay.
There's another thing you can do because you drunk the elk one.
Have to
but-
cook that bear stew real hot.
But let's leave that one for now. All right, bear. Now polar bear. Polar? Not in polar regions. White bear. No, probably racist. Okay, let's
Snow
move
bear?
on. Snow bear. I like it. All right, you next.
I guess I am.
All right, the Carnelian. Yeah, got that right.
That is correct.
Fantastic. What do you feel like?
Just tilt his head to the side. He's like, I don't know. You surprised me.
Surprise you. Okay. All right. How about this? All right. And he starts pulling together a concoction, and you can see he grabs different colors, like, so, okay, green, blue, throw a bit of red in there. Okay, yep. Several different drinks go into one. He starts shaking it up. And then as he pours it, you can see a waterfall of colors that's like never mixed together. They're all separate. And it reminds you, unsurprisingly, of an Aurora Borealis. And the name of the drink is Aurora Borealis. He steps in front of you, and these colors, bewitching, swirl in the drink, all separated and beautiful, almost shining.
I feel like at another point in time, this would have been a very popular drink in the Dale. Right now, probably not.
Yeah, I think it's still pretty.
Let's see how it tastes.
Okay. So you're down that. I want you to get another level of intoxication.
Yep.
Right now, you feel like those colours wash over you, and you can see like a swirl of colours starts to manifest itself on one of your forearms. I'm going to just let you know that you can cast, for one time, you can cast the spell Colour Spray.
Ooh. Sparkle, sparkle.
Okay. Alright, so that was Aurora Borealis.
So while these two are getting their drinks,
Yep.
I'll turn to Wodun and say, so here I was, right, middle of the lake, me and Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It was a windy day, so windy. And I'll cast Gust on myself and make my clothes like blow back and my hair blow back as if I'm like going against this gale force wind.
And like
Feels like a
three
really
people
there.
behind you that were just drinking casually just fall over from the gust of
Well, I
wind.
guess if they failed their strength check, then they're a bit pissed.
I'll let you know they failed their strength check. Three people just fall over behind you and they look like, what the hell? It's just the heroes, it's okay.
Sorry. It's a
That's
good-
right, it's alright.
Heck of a story.
Sounds
Heck of a
like
story. It needed it.
Hang on. Can we listen to it? And like two
course.
others approach and listen.
Of course,
in.
please. So anyway, we're in the middle of the lake. Just Jeffrey and me on our raft. I actually made it myself for my 13th birthday. I built a raft. Went out on the lake, me and Jeffrey.
Fishing?
Just sailing.
I was catching a breeze.
Catching a breeze, but then the breeze caught us. And then I cast Gust again on myself. It really picked up. And
Two other people behind you fall over.
sorry. And Jeffrey went overboard, you see. And I went in after him. And as I dove deeper, I could see a shape, and it appeared to be Jeffrey. Turns out it was Jeffrey, so I grabbed him.
Oh, that's good.
And as we were coming back up, I swore I saw something out of the corner of my eye. But it was nothing, so I kept swimming upwards. I placed Jeffrey on the raft, very careful. Well, I thought I did, but the raft moved because it was windy. So I carried Jeffrey over to the raft.
Wait a minute. It was windy?
Oh, so windy. And then I cast Gust again.
Four more people standing like directly behind you, just walking by with flagons of meal, suddenly just like fall over and it's like, what?
Sorry.
Oh god!
And we had to take him to the raft where it was now, and I put him on, and I swear to you, Jeffrey took the raft and circled around, controlled the raft, and assisted me to get back on the raft. And that's when I knew that 3-month-old puppy was mine to keep.
And you can see as you're like sort of finishing up this story, you like look up and Chiron's like standing there. He's just like, that is a touching and beautiful story, my friend. I have no words, but surely such an occasion calls for another drink.
It does. Do you have something windy? Well, I mean,
I sort of gave you my windy one.
you gave me the windy one.
Yeah. Let's try something a bit different. I mean, you can. I think I've got enough to make another ocean breeze. But
Well,
maybe you
I've
wanna try
got
something different.
I've got something.
All right.
The weather out on the lakes, often in summer especially, is very hot. Do you have something maybe like reminds me of the sun?
The sun. Hey, I think I might have the perfect thing for you. All right, sure. Turns around, grabs a couple drinks, starts mixing it, and you see him like it just looks like very clear, like several clear liquids to start with, just all like being mixed together. And he sort of puts it down. It's like, oh, one sec, and he grabs this piece of ice, I guess, and you see as he picks it up, it starts to glitter and glimmer and shine. He's like, all right, drop. And he drops it in.
Signature move.
As he drops it in, as soon as the whatever it is, ice or stone, touches the clear liquid, it shines brightly and becomes almost like this pool of light in a glass. Try this one. I call it Blinding Sunrise.
Ooh. Thank you, Kylo Ren. So
Listen, whatever you want to call me, that's cool. As long as we are good still.
oh, you know it. This looks amazing. Thank you, Chiron. I'll take a sip. Reminds me of those sunny days on the lake with Jeffrey. Everything reminds me of Jeffrey.
All right. So, for the blinding surprise, the first thing you're going to get is 2 levels of intoxication. And as you drink it, your entire body starts to glow. Brighter and brighter, until eventually it's as if the spell Daylight has been cast upon you. And 60 foot, there is a bright light that shines out. Another 60 feet dim light shines from that as well.
Carnelian, like, reaches for, like, a hat and
Yeah.
just
Carnelian, you'll now be, if you're within that radius, affected so that your... was it bright light
sunlight sensitivity?
That's going off right now.
Jeffrey's in me. I can feel it.
I think I've got another happy customer there. Alrighty then. Wodun. Looks like you're back from war.
So covering his eyes from this beacon of light that's now standing in front of him.
You can see Kyron has like cool shades.
He kind of puts his hand across his eyes and wipes the tears that were streaming down his face from that beautiful Jeffrey story.
Beautiful story. What can I get for you?
Well, get me. I mean, I have to outdrink a bear now, so...
Yeah, you know what?
Good one, Svieta.
As far as drinking competitions go, I don't exactly envy you for that one, my friend.
Can you give me a mid-strength?
You're looking for... It's like he went down. You're just looking for something just a little bit of a kick?
Just a little bit of a kick.
Okay. How about this one? And he turns around, picks up a drink, starts creating something, and turns around and voila! You can see a drink that is cherry red with a cherry on top as well. I call this a cherry kitsch. This has got to be pretty strong. Only a strong adventurer would take this one.
Wow, that looks
Wink.
strong, Chiron, and it matches my red lips.
Yep. Everything's gonna match in a minute. Don't worry.
Excuse me?
Don't think about it too much.
Do I have to take money off my tab for this?
No, I'm
How
doing
much is...
this,
Oh,
don't
you're
worry.
doing it. Okay, cool.
I'm doing a lot, guys.
I believe in you.
I believe. I'm also sort of covering myself in my cloak, so I'm only sort of partially blinding people.
Exactly.
I'll raise a glass and I'll kind of be squinting, looking
sorry,
towards
sorry.
Horatio, where I think he probably is.
Jeffrey's very
And I'll
powerful.
raise the glass and say, "To Jeffrey."
To Jeffrey.
And I'll down it.
All right. So the way the rules work for this one, this is what's called a watered down drink. It requires 2 of them to give you a level of intoxication. So I guess just write a half level of intoxication down there so you can keep track of it. So you don't actually need to take a level of intoxication just yet. But what does happen as a side effect of the drink, what was just your lips that were red, now your entire body and skin is just cherry red.
What do you
You're
think of
red
that,
head to
Svieta?
toe.
Drink for drink with a bear, huh?
Wodun, you're flaring up. How do you feel?
What do you mean? I feel fine.
You look very inflamed.
What are you? Oh my god! Am I red? Is that what's happening right now?
Can I check his temperature?
Yeah, you sure can. This blinding hand comes up to check your temperature.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Close your eyes. All right. How's he feeling?
He doesn't seem untoward, it's just his skin just is red.
You're just really red.
Yeah. Svieta will just cock her head at you, like, what the fuck?
Chiron, this is amazing. I don't know how you did this, but
Listen, I don't know how you're still standing after that one.
yeah,
Come
me
on.
either. How long am I going to be red for?
You know what? Get back to that me on the morning on that one. I'm sure don't worry about it. It's okay. How about more, though? It looks like you guys are already dry. Hang on. You guys just wait over there. We've got the heroes here. Don't worry. Everyone will get some. Another one? Everyone round?
We're back to the bear. Sorry, Svieta. Snowy
I think,
bear.
let's start with another different person randomly. We'll just take this in a different order.
Roll a d4.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, Guy,
Roll,
roll a d4.
While Chiron's rolling his d4, Wodun's going to take note of the colour of his skin and look around for any more tieflings in the place. see if he's got a chance with any tiefling women.
Yeah, it's really just you, and now you're red and he's purple. Apart from that, everyone else is pretty much by and large human. However, people don't seem to be put off by it. They all look like they're just like, hey!
I'll see if I can make eyes with any men or women across the bar. Anyone giving me the eyes?
You're certainly the center of attention. Like all of you guys, everyone's sort of watching you guys at the moment, so they're seeing what you're doing.
I'll shape my cloak so it's acting like a spotlight on his glorious red body.
Horatio. I'll give him the wink and I'll let my hair out. Could do with a bit of a gust.
As long as it's not pointed towards Carnelian.
I make his hair gust and shine light directly on his hair.
Billowing, beautiful, luscious hair flowing in the wind.
I put one elbow on the bar.
4 people at the other end of the bar go sliding off. Oh, save the drink! Don't worry about it!
Sorry guys, greatness needs room for 5.
Is anyone swooning?
Roll for swoon.
On yourself.
Roll swoon.
Swoon yourself.
What's a swoon check?
Just tell me what the number is.
13?
You're rolling
It's a
high
fair
today.
There might be a couple people in a corner looking at you and giggling.
I feel like you had charisma to swoon.
Yeah. That's right. I'm keeping track. Alright, so 1 Svieta, 2 Wodun, 3 Horatio, 4 Carnelian. 2. This is Wodun. I think you're up first this time.
Give me
You just
another
handled
strong
that other
one.
strong one. It's like he leans down. You want something a little bit more kick or?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Alright.
Give me the number 8.
You know what? You seem like a fancy guy, right?
Very fancy.
Something that everyone wants to know. Sort of at home with the top hob mobility. Ever been to a wedding? Ever been to a royal wedding? I've got this one. And he sort of like starts putting together a drink. I do call this one the royal wedding. Take 1 level of intoxication. And you are now under the effect of bless.
Oh, baby.
Bless.
Hashtag blessed.
So anything you need to roll, make sure you've got your D4 ready. You are blessed.
I'm blessed. Alright, I'm ready.
That sunlight on you.
Okay. Alright. Carnelian, I think you're next. You're due for another one, right? You can handle it.
I hope so.
What you feeling? What you want to do? What you want to do?
Something shiny? Sparkly?
Shiny sparkly. I did use my shiniest one already. How about... Yeah, how about this? It could be considered shiny eventually. It is what I call a bluebird. And he puts together a drink that has a very... like a light blue... and starts lighter at the top and goes darker blue down.
Ooh.
Fancy.
The first thing you need to know is you only have half a level of intoxication from this one. Your skin starts turning a vivid blue instead of red. So now you and Horatio, Wodun can be friends, color friends. But you get an extra little bit of punch with this one, where any performance check you have can be made with advantage as long as you're singing. As you feel the blue bird within trying to get out.
You're positively glowing there, Carnelian. It's a nice shade of blue. I think you look lovely.
We're like,
Horatio's getting very friendly.
Were there many blue ones? What was the ratio of blue to red in your nest?
Nest?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's the light talking, and Jeffrey's got me somewhere I shouldn't be. But frankly, I'm intrigued by where you're from. I've never had thought to ask you this before now. Perhaps I never will be compelled again, so now's my chance.
So, I'd say red was less common than blue. Easier to hide underground when you're blue than red.
I see.
guess that means I wouldn't be that easy to hide then, huh?
You are so red.
I'm really red, eh?
I think, by the
Pull
sounds
together.
of it, Horatio is ready to go for another drink.
Oh,
right?
I'm good.
What you feeling? Something a bit strong?
You know, I was thinking of Jeffrey the other day,
I can tell.
and got me thinking. You know, he was a beautiful coloration, it's like looking at cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. You know what? I think I understand. Let me get you something, friend.
Okay.
Turns around, you can see he just whipping together things. He grabs some random. Is that milk? Oh, geez, okay. And he just puts together things. Turns around, and you see this sort of almost like a mug. Instead, it's steaming hot brown liquid, and it's just like this nice steam coming off of it. Spiced hot chocolate for you.
Oh, thank you. A steaming Jeffrey.
Is it alcoholic?
Yes.
I'll take a sip.
You can add 1 level of intoxication.
Okay.
This drink, popular in cold regions, right now you can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're wearing heavy clothes, you can tolerate up to as low as negative 100. You really don't feel the cold.
It's really hot in here. I'm going to take the cloak off and blind everyone again. Oh, sorry.
You're just wearing a singlet underneath.
Yes. I'm just wearing like a skinny little wife beater and just some just your classic undies, but they're grey, like my boy, Callan.
Oh, okay.
You have a lot of boys. It's hard to keep track of them all.
And then on the arse it says, "All shall be judged fairly."
Oh my god.
Standard issue for the clergy.
Callan jocks.
Okay.
And then on the front of the singlet, it's got a Callan scale on it. Yes, they gave me this for the church, and I just thought it looked cool, so I kept it on. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, that's really bright. I'm sorry. I'll put the cloak back on, but it's just the singlet, undies, and cloak.
Open cloak.
And
Open cloak.
so Kyron turns to Bear Svieta. And you've been sitting there for a while, you've been watching your friends drink, and you're like, I want someone to really be able to talk my language. Speak to me. Bear to other animal. Probably elk. Something like that. And you feel like if you really tried hard, really concentrate, you're like an elk friend right now. Yes.
Hell yeah.
You can summon animal and it must be an elk.
I immediately cast elk.
There is now an elk standing next to you. And
Yay.
it looks around and it's like,
Oh,
you're my best friend. It looks at
yeah.
you. It nuzzles up to you. Karen's like,
Do elk have massive antlers? Is that what an
Yeah.
elk is?
hang on, I gotta Google
so.
They're
elk.
pretty big too.
they're
Aren't
big,
they?
yeah, like suddenly just like the bar just seemed to have gotten a bit smaller as another big
Holy
monster.
shit.
Oh yeah, it's got like massive antlers.
Yeah,
Can it be
like-
female
Look.
one so it doesn't have antlers?
sure.
Put
It could be a
some of that
female
over
elk. I
this
think that
better.
makes sense.
Is it a
elk
doe?
Dar.
It's an elk doe, yeah.
What did you say?
He said you gotta poke someone's eye out over this, fella.
You know
Hey,
what?
you and that doe look really friendly over there.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100%. I don't. You know what? I can serve a bear because I have to, but I'm not sure I should serve.
Give the elk a drink.
Hey,
Give a drink.
if the doe
Give
is
him a drink.
consenting, you can give it anything it wants.
And he just looks at Sveta.
I don't
It's
think we
just
can
like-
obtain consent from a doe.
Guess
Does
we
the
can
elk
give it
consent
anything.
to a drink?
Like bear will go up like that freakish thing that bears do. They go
Yeah.
up 2 legs and shrug.
Good enough for me. It's coming off your tab though, unfortunately.
Oh, what the elk's having.
And he turns around and mixes
what the
something
elk's
random. And gives it to the elk, and then the elk just looks at him. He's like, "All right, just lift your leg back. All right, right."
My Sveta's tongue would just like come out and try to lap the drink.
The elk gains the ability to summon another elk.
I'm just gonna say because I just don't have another thing on hand.
It's
But
okay, just give it water.
no,
The elk one.
there is. Now that it's imbibed that drink, there are several birds that start flying around the bar.
Oh, nice.
Out to a distance of about 30 feet, just circling it, chirping, landing on stuff, and just flying around and around.
cute.
And around. Now, better. Sphere? I don't know how this works.
Yeah. I'll
What would you like?
lumber up onto the bar and like.
All
There's
right.
a one arm on the counter.
Everything on the counter like bumps
bumps,
up
yeah.
and lands again.
Okay.
You're feeling rays of like honey.
Okay. All right. So I guess maybe you want something strong, perhaps. All right. Let me do this. This one's get a bit of hair on your chest. How about this? I call it artillery. Well, more hair. I call it artillery punch, and it's this sort of like purple punch, tropical flavor, sort of. You know what? I learned this recipe from a bunch of drunk monks. They seem to be having a good time.
Say that 3 times fast.
Bunch of drunk monks.
It just opened my
Help
mouth.
pour it into your mouth. So, the effect of this one, for a start, is 4 levels of intoxication.
Whoa.
Okay, hang on. Where is my sheet?
Does that go over your threshold?
So 5. It's the plus.
Whatever you've got already, yeah.
Okay.
5 plus your constitution modifier, yeah.
Lost my count. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
You went over your intoxication?
By 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty then. Okay, so that means the first thing that's gonna let you know, just before we get to the intoxication roll, is that if you're gonna make any melee unarmed strikes or I guess natural weapons as you're a bear, you can make them at 30 feet. You have a 30-foot unarmed strike.
I need to smack something immediately.
Well, the first thing you're going to necessarily need to do is make me a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 15 plus the intoxication level of the last drink you had, so that's
nice.
plus 4. DC 19.
Oh boy.
Constitution?
Oh boy.
Constitution.
The best of it. Oh, damn. They've got advantage on wisdom, and that's probably about it. 16.
16. Alright, so right now you're poisoned.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Any drink that you have after this that gives you an intoxication level,
Yep.
you're going to need to make a check or pass out. So keep that in mind when you order your next drink.
Hey, Svieta, you look a little woozy over there. Not so easy.
The bear doesn't
Somebody
throw
get
up.
this barrel of water.
Alright,
What about your dough? How's the dough?
the dough's like swaying.
Give it a bear hug.
Yeah,
I'm giving myself the poison condition.
Yep,
For that joke.
I like it. I love it.
You know, be-
I grow a dad stash.
The bear now has this just straight mustache under its nose. Okay, I think did I already give one for it? I don't think I did I?
No,
Not
not
for
this
this
round.
All right. Last but not least, Wodun.
What, you started the round, you turned red? Oh no.
That
I
was
think
last-
that was the last
Last
round.
You know what? I think it's now Wodun's turn. You want something a bit strong, right?
He's got his arm around the elk, and he just does finger guns at Chiron.
That to me sounds strong. Let me get you the Suffering Fool. Starts mixing together a drink.
did you call me?
Hey, it's not what I'm calling you, but just be careful with this one, all right?
Me and this elk will fuck you up.
Possibly. I do have to let you know you are out of tab after this one.
That's alright, I've got money.
Cool. That's what I like to hear.
The elk will spot him.
The elk is taking its tab off of Svieta. Okay. So you have this drink, and it is... it's almost like just a straight whiskey with some other, like an even darker brown liquid on top of it.
It's like one of those layered shots, kind of?
Yeah,
Or-
kind of. Yeah.
It's just like whiskey and then like molasses.
Thick.
Drink. If you do, first thing that you're going to need to know is that you're going to need to take 3 levels of intoxication. Does that hit a threshold?
Yep.
All right. Before we do this, because it's very important to the order of this, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
With my bless.
With your bless.
Wisdom saving throw. Hell yeah. What do I have to beat?
I'm not going to tell you.
Did you get your blaze? You got blaze. Oh, it's not good.
Oh no!
Double ones?
Double ones.
Hell yeah! That's the word we know and love.
So,
He's back.
there's 2 parts to this, and because you failed your throw, this is what I'm going to say. This is a very interesting drink, and I'm really glad that it came to you. For failing the save, you need to blurt out some detail of your past for everyone to hear that you wouldn't normally disclose. One detail. Doesn't have to be... What do you say?
I tip the glass. After I down it, I tip the glass upside down in my hand, sit it on top of one of the elk's antlers, and just like really loudly by accident just be like, I can't go back to Loskin because there's a wizard that wants to kill me. You get it. And then the glass falls off his antler.
Okay.
Oh my god, the elk's a wizard! I'll cast Gust on the elk.
I want to let you guys know, everyone can hear that. Make me a DC 18 Constitution save.
Do I still have Bless?
Yes, you do.
DC 18 con
DC
save.
18
Okay, where
Constitution
is that
save.
one?
I hope you remember
that's not
this
as good.
tomorrow.
Well, maybe.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a Richie. Rolled a Richie. 22.
Alright, so you are not
figures
poisoned.
those. He's
Oh,
resisted
hang
their
on.
poison.
No, I looked at the wrong one. That's, it's only a dirty 20.
That's still enough. Okay, so you are not poisoned, but if you gain any more levels of intoxication, you'll have to make the save or pass out.
Alright.
Okay.
Poisoned.
Can we resolve me casting Gust on the elk?
Please, yes.
How would you like to resolve you casting Guts on the elk?
Well, I, at this stage, genuinely believe that the elk's a wizard. So I'm trying
Expecting the counterspell?
Well,
I'm expecting to try and push it out the door. Get out of here!
the elk does push and start blowing away towards the door. Svieta, it's your friend. They're going.
I chase up. No. A punch.
You punch the elk. Roll to hit.
I try and grab it with my 30-foot reach.
Are you like a
Roll.
Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
Just roll to hit.
Okay.
you
Sorry,
like
I'm
to-
still the stupid wizard.
Maybe a grapple check if she's trying to grab?
Strength?
Strength.
Oh, of course. Alright. To hit. Ooh, that's a strong one.
Oh,
Oh, I think I killed it.
oh.
24?
You you hit the elk, and so it blowing towards the thing and just slams against the wall, and it's knocked out. It falls out. It's it's not dead. It's just KO'd.
I run over to it. No! Slide to it on my knees. Lift his
touch
head
it,
up
it's a
onto my
wizard.
lap.
I know it's hard, Svieta, but you did the right thing.
That's I was not necessarily expecting this. Hey, you know what? I reckon you should all have the same drink next. How about that?
Yeah, I think it's good. It'd be good for good team building exercise.
Do you have, a dragon something, or, a something dragon?
He is a dragon
what?
after all. Did you know that?
Normally I would. I just don't have it with me now. I didn't have the ingredients for it. Maybe next time we meet, because I'll be around 10 towns randomly. Maybe we'll run into each other later.
Do you know he was the product of a dragon fuck?
Yeah.
I need to teach you about kobolds at some point.
That's what I heard.
I definitely think you guys should all have this. And he pushes 4 drinks in front, and it's what I call a whiskey mac.
Ooh.
I once knew a man by the name of Whiskey Mac.
McIntyre whiskey.
Did you know that?
I
Soon
did
as
not,
I-
actually.
As soon as I see another drink placed on the bar for me, I'll look down at the moose, look over at the drink.
Elk.
Sorry, the elk. I'll give him a little pat on the shoulder and say, "You'll be alright, Mr. Elk. You deserve better." And I'll cast False Life on him. And then I'll go get my drink at the bar.
Okay.
Elk's
Everyone
enchanted
drinks.
you, I'm telling you. It's got you right where it wants you.
So for a start, everyone takes 5 levels of intoxication.
My dead body. can't
If
handle
you're
that.
already over the threshold,
Yeah.
this is going to be a DC 19 check
Wouldn't it
for
be,
the unconscious.
wouldn't it be 20?
14 plus. This is a different check.
Alright, different check.
Yeah. So DC 19 check, or you'll fall unconscious. Also, even if you're not reached that stage, this particular drink could make you fall unconscious anyway.
What about those of us who've just hit the threshold?
Okay, so there's a chance that you guys could be poisoned. So, people that have hit the threshold, this is going to be a KO for you if you fail this check. For everyone else, there's some special things that happen in the next hour or so in general. So, whoever's hit their threshold, roll me the check. DC 19.
Disadvantage.
Yep.
What if I was over and I have gone further over?
Yeah, this is the further over check.
Okay, so 19.
19, yeah.
Oh, this is the further over
Yeah.
check.
16
Okay.
plus 2 for con is 18, plus 1 because I'm lucky is 19. Yes.
Unfortunately, did you hit your threshold already?
Yeah. No, I haven't hit. This is me getting my threshold.
So this is the first check, so this is DC 20.
Right.
So you're poisoned.
Nice.
Okay.
But you're not unconscious yet.
Yeah.
Svieta?
Before I drink that, can I recast elk?
No.
Okay.
The elk is in the corner.
What can I do with the snow?
You could attack someone with
You
it.
can attack someone with it. You actually get a spell with it as well, like the Celiac Snowball. You can cast it as long as you've got snow around you.
Nah, I'll probably kill someone. I'll drink it, and I have rolled a 13.
You are unconscious. You
Dead.
take that and you just basically fall backwards. Wodun,
18.
you take that and you also fall backwards as you fall unconscious.
Oh!
The rest of you.
Oh, well, would you like to know what
Yes, I
rolled?
would actually like to know what Horatio also rolled.
Natural 1.
You are now also poisoned too. But there's also, this drink has a 50-50 chance of you, it's not going unconscious, but blacking out and doing something, and when you come to, you've done something strange in your drunken blackout. And I'll let you decide what that is if you hit the 50-50 chance. So roll me a percentile dice. If you roll over 50%, you black out for about an hour.
Would we be required to roll both, given it's a percentile?
Yeah, it's percentile, so you need to be over 50.
That is a 34 on my percentile.
Did I say, yeah, so if you roll over, you black out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't black out.
95?
You do black out. I'm going to leave it up to you. What drunken act do you think you would have done as Horatio? I think that if you want to come up with something, you can.
Okay, so I start... Well, it looks like I'm passed out, but on my feet. And then with my eyes still shut, I run straight at Carnelian and I attempt to ride him while screaming out, I am the king of the dragons!
Carnelian is assuredly going to attempt to dodge,
Okay.
find cover.
Also, to add, you won't find cover around a brown bear. I am now back to Svieta.
And you're just sleeping at the bar.
Yeah.
So Horatio is running around saying that he's going to be he's the king of dragons. Carnelian is trying to hide in the corner and not be noticed as much as he can by Horatio.
Come back to me, my steed!
And I'm going to say, for the sake of everything, throughout the rest of the night, you have a couple more drinks and eventually you hit your unconscious state and everyone is passed out at the bar.
I still have a lot of dead meat in my backpack.
It's alright,
It'll keep.
it'll
I
keep.
hope so.
You're gonna stink tomorrow.
I mean, you probably have more than you were expecting.
Probably, yeah.
Carnelian added some extra cuts.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
As the night goes on, you can feel the music and revel around you. Someone eventually drags you from the bar and puts you in a corner, puts a cloak around you to make sure you're all sleeping
I'm a
nicely.
bear.
No, you're not. You were a bear.
Yeah.
And you have sweet dreams that follow in the revelry that you had. And maybe you shared a special night together and your celebration after defeating the Verbeeg. But the cold, harsh reality comes back to you as you wake up, hungover in the morning, to Olivessa prodding you all awake. Wake up, we're going to go deal with the Verbeeg.
Oh no.
And we're going to have to see how that hangover plays out next week on Reflex Save.
Oh,
She come with water.
Womp, womp, womp.
We're gonna need a lot of bacon and eggs.
Take a long rest though.
So, we're going to be using some of the intoxication rules from... Do you want me to start again?
Devil Joe. Sorry.
Pickle, yeah, like you
Yes.
said.
Sorry.
I'll start again.
Yes.
It does look
So you said it's a pickle. Devil Joe.